I'm proud of our guys for the great job that they did. The exciting atmosphere. Fans were unbelievable. My hat goes off to all the people that allowed us to get to this position. Mark Donovan and his crew for allowing to have actual fans in the stadium the whole year and it being productive that way. And all the people that were involved in making that possible, starting with Clark Hunt on down for having a vision there. And so, and then listen, our fans were incredible as always. I mean, we don't have a lot of them in there, but they were extremely loud. And so we appreciate that too. Anyways, I thought it was a good team win. I thought all the coordinators, all three coordinators had a nice plan, and the coaches did a nice job with it, and then the players, most of all, believed in it and went out and executed and played their tail off. And so what a great opportunity for Kansas City and for the organization to have the opportunity of going back to Tampa and playing the home team there, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, in their stadium, which is the first time that's ever happened with a team. So listen, we're honored to be there, and we've got work to get done before we have an opportunity to get down there. So anyways, with that, by the way, I'm also very proud of where the Buffalo Bills are and Sean McDermott and the great job that he's done. It's great for the National Football League. It's great for the city of Buffalo to have the Bills back like they are. And they're a heck of a football team. And Sean's a big part of that, obviously. So anyways, with that, time yours.
Let's go first to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Andy, a couple things. Is Fisher's Achilles injury, is it a tear?
We think so. We haven't got that far with it, but it doesn't look good, I'll tell you.
Okay.
I'm glad that's the only thing that you had to ask me.
No, I actually have a football question too.
All right.
Pat had a lot to overcome this week. When did you know that he just wasn't going to play, but he was going to play as well as he did today?
Yeah, I mean, listen, he came out and he practiced. He did a great job with it all week. He was on a limited basis early with the protocol that he was having to deal with. and yet he just kept positive with it. He did just what he told you guys he did. He stayed positive with every part of it, whether it was the toe, whether it was his head, the protocol, the things that he had to do with that. And, he worked his way through it. I'll tell you that I think the trainers and he had a good plan for the toe. I mean, that was an amazing looking thing after our last game. And how black and blue it was. And within a day, the trainers and Pat, with his diligence of taking care of business at his home too, with a game ready machine, they were able to get that swelling and the black and blue out, and which really allowed him to recover quite a bit quicker.
We'll go next to Sam Mellinger. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Andy, last year you had said that you guys never really got to your ceiling. I'm just curious, as you guys go into another Super Bowl, how close do you think you guys are to sort of what you can be?
Listen, I mean, we got room to get better. I mean, we can improve. We had a couple of things that went a little haywacky today, but we stayed on course and we did a lot of good things. So we did more good things than bad things. But this job's a little bit like, and I'm talking about players and coaches, like being a farmer. And the work's never done. You can always work to get better and as a team. So that's what we're going to do here the next couple of weeks. We're playing a heck of a football team in the Buccaneers.
Let's go next to Herbie Teope. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, Coach, after McCole Hardman had the muffed punt, how important was it to keep him involved in the game? And what did you say to him after that?
Yeah, so listen, just bear down, focus in, man. Just watch it all the way into the tuck, basic fundamentals. And Dave's the one who talked to him about all that and got him going. Greg Lewis talked to him. So, and then he was thrown back out there and given another chance. So, and he's made plays for the last couple of years since he's been here. He's made plays. And so that was, he had a muff and keep him in and let's go. Right. So that's what we did. Herbie, Doug got it.
Let's go next to Aaron Ladd. Go ahead, Aaron.
Coach, I mean, a crazy 2020 with the pandemic and an election on top of everything. Your locker room, the guys in there have offered a sense of normalcy to this city. Is there anything that you can kind of wrap your head around that and offer for that?
Yeah, listen, I mean, we feel bad for the people that have suffered from this and some have lost their lives, but we also know that a positive can come out of this and something for people that are suffering a little bit to live for. And so I think that's been a real plus for the guys and for the city. I mean, and probably, listen, if you look at the National Football League right now, it's probably great for the nation and it gives them hope. And that's right now, that's what we need. And stay safe and move forward.
Let's go next to Pete Sweeney. Go, Pete.
Coach, congrats on the win. If you're nitpicking the team this year a little bit, one of the problems that you guys had a lot of the time was red zone defense, and that was one of the strengths that led you to the victory tonight. Just what did you see from those guys that maybe was clicking when it got down to the red zone?
Yeah, Pete, they've been like working their tail off to fix that problem, and so I have a chance to watch it every day, and they've gone over it and over and over, and I think that it's paid off for them, in particular in this game. So we got one more game to even get ourselves a little bit better at it, and that's what we'll work on.
Let's go next to Jarrett Bell. Go ahead, Jarrett.
How you doing, Jared?
Hey, Andy, how's it going?
Good, thank you.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you.
So you guys fell behind 9-0 today, just like in the playoffs last year, and you had a lot of close calls the second half of the season. How are you feeling about the psyche of your team, the resilience when you get into these types of situations?
Yeah, listen, I think everybody knows, or on our team at least, they trust that we can score quickly if needed. And I mean, we always want to score. That sounds bad. I mean, but we need to do that sooner. I'm telling you that as a coach, but I think everybody has confidence that if we get behind, we've got enough power there to get it right and try to fix whatever problems we've had and put points on the board. So, I'm proud of the guys for that resiliency that they have. And we were able to put a couple points on the board tonight, and it worked out okay.
We'll go last two, Sam McDowell and Vahe. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Andy.
All right, Sam.
I'm wondering, I realized that pretty quickly your focus will shift to Tampa Bay, but I'm wondering if you could appreciate just the magnitude of a Mahomes versus Brady matchup there.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like we've had a couple of those, and every one of them is tremendous. And I wouldn't expect this to be any different. They got a tremendous team there. So, and those two have a lot of respect for each other. You remember when Tom came into the locker room after the championship game and talked to Patrick, and Patrick responded like, a young guy would respond to the GOAT. And so, we look forward to the opportunity to play them. And I know Pat does with Tom, and likewise Tom, I'm sure, does, with Pat. So should be a heck of a football game.
We'll go last to Vahe Gregorian. Go ahead, Vahe.
Hey, Andy, congratulations. And Matt, I'll try to have a quick follow-up too. But I wonder, Andy, if you could just describe what this says about Patrick to be certainly not able to do everything all week fully. I know he did most things, but just how what testament this is to what he gives you, I guess, in a new way.
Yeah, well, listen, you guys are seeing him grow right in front of you here. So he's a homegrown right here in Kansas City for the National Football League part of it. And I think you're seeing the steps that he's taken. And I sit there and I'm an old guy that's seen a couple pretty good quarterbacks, and I just keep going. This guy seems to amaze me a little bit more every game. So I'm proud of the way he handles it most of all, though. He doesn't, you guys aren't writing stories of this guy's got a big head, this and that. He's showing people up, and no, he's about the team, and he's all in, and he works his tail off, and he does it the right way, which is important. It's important for longevity for his career, for success for the Kansas City Chiefs, and obviously now for the Super Bowl.
And then the follow-up, Andy, is just obviously you've got that other game that's going to be the signature of the season, but this was quite a feat to get back to a Super Bowl. It doesn't happen very often. Are you able to put that in perspective compared to last year?
Well, I will when I get about 2 seconds to sit down. That's what I'm going to sit there and I'm going to go, doggone, how about this one? Vahe, man alive. This is better than, almost beating Miami that year when we were at Missouri. They were number one in the country, and we had them right there. It took Colorado. I'm bringing you back on history here. It took Colorado 5 downs to beat us. I remind Eric Bieniemy of that all the time. But I will when I have a chance to sit down and think about it. I'm sure, but we got some work that we got to get done, and we understand that. The guys understand that.
Coach,
All right.
we appreciate the time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys. Appreciate it.